Imagine your child disappears without a trace. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and eventually, years. You never stop hoping, but deep inside, you fear the worst. Then one day, a phone call changes everything. A missing boy has been found alive, but this incredible reunion would soon become one of the strangest mysteries in criminal history. In June 1994, 13-year-old Nicholas Barkley disappeared from his hometown in Texas. That afternoon seemed completely normal. Nicholas left home to play basketball with friends, but he never returned. As night fell, his family became worried. Soon, police officers and volunteers began searching the area. They searched streets, parks, and nearby fields, yet there was no sign of Nicholas. It was as if he had vanished into thin air. Days became weeks, weeks became months, months became years. Missing posters were placed throughout the city. Investigators followed countless leads, but none of them led to Nicholas. Eventually, the case grew cold. For his family, however, the pain never disappeared. They continued hoping that one day their son would come home. Then, 3 years later, something unbelievable happened. Authorities received information from Spain. A teenage boy had been found wandering alone, the boy claimed. He was Nicholas Barkley. He said he had been kidnapped and taken across Europe by criminals. The news shocked everyone. After years of uncertainty, it seemed Nicholas had finally been found. Nicholas's family traveled to Spain. When they saw the boy, emotions overwhelmed them. There were tears, hugs, and relief. After years of heartbreak, their son appeared to be home. The family brought him back to the United States. For a brief moment, it seemed like a miracle, but strange questions soon began to appear. Some people noticed that the boy looked different. His hair color was different. His eye color seemed different. Even his accent sounded unusual. After all, Nicholas was from Texas. Why did he suddenly sound European? The boy explained that years of abuse and trauma had changed him. For many people, that explanation seemed believable, but not everyone was convinced. One investigator became increasingly suspicious. The more he looked into the case, the more questions he had. Photographs didn't match. Physical features seemed different. Important details didn't add up. Finally, authorities decided to conduct a thorough investigation. What they discovered stunned everyone. The teenager was not Nicholas Barkley. In reality, he was a French con artist named Frédéric Bourdin. Bourdin had spent years pretending to be missing children and vulnerable teenagers. He was skilled at creating fake identities, and somehow, he had convinced an entire family that he was their missing son. The shocking deception made headlines around the world, but the story didn't end there. The biggest question remained unanswered. What happened to the real Nicholas Barkley? Despite years of investigations and theories, nobody knows for certain. Some investigators suspect foul play, others believe the truth may never be discovered. To this day, Nicholas's disappearance remains unsolved. A family waited years for a miracle. And when that miracle finally arrived, it turned out to be a lie. Yet behind the deception lies an even darker mystery, the mystery of a boy who vanished without a trace and whose fate remains unknown even today. If you enjoyed this true crime story, subscribe for more real mysteries and unsolved cases, because sometimes the most frightening mysteries are the ones that never get solved.